Introduce you to a line of tools here that we're partnering with Vermont Tools in here. The company's called MagSwitch, and I'm going to show you a range of tools that we have that all feature the same technology of an on-off magnet. So this is, I'm holding in my hands a permanent magnetic tool, but you can see there's no evidence of that magnet here. If I turn the knob 180 degrees, I've got a very strong magnet. Everybody's worked with magnets before, fabricators, welders, but they've never had this kind of control over a magnet. So the ability to precisely position a magnet and just easily turn it on with incredible strength is new. And what MagSwitch does is it's come out with a range of tools that takes that technology and has full scalability with it. So very strong tools. This one here is a 300 kilo MagSwitch, but once again, no evidence of the magnetic field until you turn it on, and that's 300 kilos of grip on that tool. So I'm going to walk you through the ranges. Every tool I show you features the same technology of very controllable magnets, super strong hold, and precision control. All right? So the first range of tools is our ground clamps. We have a 200 amp, a 300 amp, and a 600 amp ground clamp. All of these are instant ground on a flat or on a pipe. You just turn them on and you have a ground that fast. You don't have to make a tab. You can just turn the magnet on for grip. You know, and you don't have the accumulation of ferrous dust on here. Is one thing that welders don't like with magnetic grounds. That's why they don't use them, but they will use these because they keep them clean. Let me demonstrate that. Everybody's used to that with magnets. Everybody sees the ferro dust because they've been living with it forever, but MagSwitch has changed all that because we can actually turn these all the way off and nothing sticks to them, right? So no more fighting magnets, no more working to keep them clean, and no more metal burrs in your fingers, okay? So all of these tools have that feature. So there's our ground clamps, and for example, the 600 amp ground clamp has 100 kilo hold force. They all mount to flat and to pipe. The next range of tools are the work holding tools. Here we've got many angles of all different sizes, as you can see, and of hold force. What separates us here is that we offer multiple angles. 60, 90, 170, 175, 120, 60, all the different angles, but same thing, they stay clean. So most magnetic angles will offer basically a 90 and a 60, but we offer the full range. So from the little guys, how much strength do you need? These are all fixed angle magnets. This is a 500 kilo multi-angle work holding angle, but this also doubles as a vise, and we sell a lot of these to folks that work with grinders. They want a quick connect, disconnect, on-off magnetic vise. You just turn it here. I can put a piece of angle iron, flat, or even pipe in there if I want to work with it. I just bring it in close, and now I can grind that, I can drill it, I can cut it, and I can fabricate small to medium-sized pieces of steel using this as a vise. Okay, so that's very handy. You know, if I'm up on a surface or I have, you know, I don't want to get down on a ladder, I can even mount this to the side of a wall and take a piece and hold it on there. So I've got a lot of flexibility with a strong on-off connectable vise. Okay, so that's the range of the multi-angle, fixed multi-angle tools. In addition to that, we have our 90-degree angle, and these are common, these are out there, that's the most common angle in welding. But what's not common and what MagSwitch offers, in addition to the technology advantages, is on this tool, I can take this magnet and I can move it up and down the axis. So if I need to hold in tight, close down here, I can move it. Or if I want more strength, I can add more magnets. And I can turn them to the inside, and I can do inside and outside pipe angles and curve work like that. So once again, turning one side on at a time, I can position that right exactly where I want it to the, you know, to the very precision to the line, and just turn it on like that. A lot of capability with our squares that fit into these. These are fixturing tools. So you can make things out of these. You can make your own 90-degree angles or just use these squares for straight work holding. So once again, and they have hold on all sides, I can position this right where I want it, turn it on, and that's very strong. So I can tack it, and I can tack it, and then I can take the magnet out and finish my weld. What this offers you is the ability to use magnets where you would have only used clamping. Everybody knows how much time is involved in fit-ups and setups, but MagSwitch gives you the ability to move faster, move safer, and do the bigger work with magnets. So that's what I'm demonstrating. This one being 300 kilo, this one being 78 kilo, and we got one over here that's 500 kilo of hold force in this square configuration, right? But a number of uses for these, not just angles. So let's say I want to hold two pieces flush here. I can bring this right in here, and now I'm flush. It's like attack, attack, and you can move fast. Once you start using these, and you know how to use them, you just set your parts up and keep moving. So if they're building the plans and they want to keep moving fast, you know, they get using these things. They're very handy. So these are the fixed work holding angles, and then the other ones that I want to show you are the pivot angles here, the multi-angles, which are versatile. So this here has all the different ranges that you can set, you know, to precisely what you want to lock it in at. Let's say I'm just going to set it at a 90, and I lock it in place, and then I just set it on, right? So I got all the different angles, and I can adjust it, and I can hold it on the side as well because I've got the magnets exposed on the side, so I can work on a flat surface. So you got everything I'm showing you, they all work on flat, and they all work on pipe, right? So you can do that as well. All right, so that's the first. The second one, in this case, instead of movement at the elbow, I got movement on each axis. So I've got each one of my magnets pivots. So I got an outside 90 and a range to an inside 90 on both sides. So if I'm working with odd angles and I want quick setups, we have this in two sizes, the 78 kilo or the 500 kilo size, depending on what you're working with. But this is a great tool for multi-angle work, fast work. All right, so that's the work holding angle range, fixed angles, multi-angles. Two other neat tools are these. These are the hand lifter range. These are new. I'll just go over them real quick. One is a sheet dragging tool. So safety. When you got sheet on a table, how do you move that? We don't want you touching it, right? So you can just go out there and turn the magnet on and drag the sheet or lift the sheet. Bring it up to the table from your side, from your pallet, move it or drag it. And this is a manual hand lifter. The next one is a cordless electric hand lifter. You can see here I got an on-off power button. So when I turn that on, I can just pick up steel. 30 kilo rated, but 110 kilo magnet. 30 kilo rated for safety. So I can just pick up steel, move it with that kind of speed. And use that over and over. And when you pick up steel with these, the battery is just turning the magnet on and off. So the safety aspect is, if I lost power or took the battery out, I still hold the part. So this is not an electromagnet. It's just a cordless electric magnetic tool where if you lose power in your battery, it still holds it on. Put that in there. All right, I'll set that over here. Then the other parts of the range, we have hooks here. These are handy tools. I won't take it out of the package, but mechanics like these. So if they're working under a car and they want to hang tools from that, or they want to take nuts and bolts off and stick them to the sides, they use these hooks. It's got a bigger brother that we sell into fabrication areas that'll hold the hoses and the lines off the floor, keep the work area safe. So you got quick connect, disconnect magnetic hooks. So that's the other part of the range. And then finally, our heavy lifters. We have a range of heavy lifters here. This is a new one here. This particular heavy lifter, right there, has a remote control. So I can turn that off from a distance of up to 30 meters. So you keep it safe by only using one operator who's far away from the workload that he's lifting. And you can turn that on, and then off sequence is off, on, off. You get a warning light, shuts it off. So this is great for getting steel off of tables if you don't want people climbing or pulling it off of racks. The other thing is, if it's under load like this, then I can't activate it, and that's a safety feature. Okay, so take it off load, it's down, and it shuts off. So that's new from us. That's also cordless electric, and again, battery dies, load stays on. It doesn't shut the load on or off. So we got a whole range of lifting magnets. All of these tools are applicable whether you're doing small fabrication, you're a journeyman, you're a welder, you're lifting heavy steel, you're working in a city. Anywhere anybody is working with steel, we can make it easier and we can make it safer. After you see that, you'll have to check out our line of work holding tools as well. Vermont's offering our full line of work holding tools, fast, precise setups you know, just getting your tension and then turning your magnets on. Same premise. So you have to check all the work holding tools out as well. Good.